Welcome back to the channel. Today we have 2026 Jan P3 walkthrough. It is Edmond. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, question three. Question three, part one, we have this integral. But what you realize about this integral is that this is the linear function. And if this function is linear, we have a simple formula that we can always use. If that function is linear, we can always use the formula. If I have an integral of ax plus b to the power of n, the x, this is always going to be 1 over a into n plus 1 multiplied by ax plus b to the power of n plus 1. We can always use that formula. But as long as this is linear, remember the integrals in P3, you don't need to use substitution. There's always a trick for each integral in P3. Now, so the integral, I'll put the 2 outside. And then I have 3x plus 5 to the power of 7 dx. That means my answer here is 2 multiplied by 1 over 3, the 3 over here, multiplied by the 7 goes to 8 into 3x plus 5 to the power of 8 plus c. That's your answer. So you simplify this, you just have 1 over 12 into 3x plus 5 to the power of 8 plus c. That's part A. Part B, part 2. Part 2 of the equation, they wanted to simplify this function and write it in this format here. Now, if you're going to write in this format, what I'm going to use long division. I always use long division. I prefer long division, this type of question. But what I'm going to do, I'll expand the denominator. So I have 4x cubed plus x squared minus 7x plus 14, all of it over, expand the denominator. What do you get when you expand the denominator? This is x squared plus x minus 2x. I know you guys, you can expand that quickly. Now we go on to the long division. So we do our long division here. So we have 4x cubed plus x squared minus 7x plus 14 into x squared plus x minus 2. So for the long division, what we do here, so we have x power of 3, and this is x power of 4. X power of 2. That means our first dividend here is x, just 4x. So then what you do, you multiply these ones over here, you multiply. So what do you have when you multiply? So when you multiply, you have the 4x cubed plus 4x squared, and then you have over here minus 8x. Then you do subtract. Now when you subtract here, so this goes out, so the 4x cubed cancels out. Now you have this one over here. What do you have? You have x squared minus 4, x squared minus 4, which is minus 3x squared, and then minus 7 minus 8, which is going to be a plus, so it is x, and then 14 minus 0, which is 14. So your next dividend here is the 3x squared divided by x squared. You're just going to end up with minus 3. So minus 3 multiplied by everything there. So what do you have? You have minus 3x squared minus 3x, and then you have plus what? Plus 6. You subtract. When you subtract, what do you have here? The first one cancel out. Then you have this one here. You see it is x minus 3. So it's going to be just 4x, and then 14 minus 6 is going to be plus 8. That means your answer is going to be, so this function, it has the dividend here, which is 4x minus 3, and then the remainder, which is 4x plus 8, all of it over. I'll bring back my factorization, factored form, x minus that and x plus what? X plus 2. Now one thing you realize here is that this can be factorized. You can factor out the 2, and then you stay with 2x. You can factor out the 4, not the 2. You can factor out the 4, and then you stay with 4 into x plus 2, all of it over x minus 1 and x plus 2. Then these ones here cancel out because they're the same. So your final expression is going to be, the answer is 4x minus 3 plus 4 over x minus 1. That's your expression. All right, part B of the question, they're asking us to integrate the f of x. Now what you do, you forget about this function now and then focus on your simplified function, simplified expression. That means our integral is going to be the integral from 3 up to 9 of 4x minus 3 plus 4 over x minus 1 dx. This is our integral. Now when you integrate this, what you have your 4x squared over 2, which we can just write as 2x squared. We can just write it as 2x squared. So the first integral is 2x squared minus 3x plus this integral here. These are also the integrals you should know. This is the natural log. How do I know? How do we know that that it is the natural log function? The natural log function, it is always the integral. If you see the f of x, the derivative of f of x and then f of x down, then you know this is the natural log what? Function. So even this function over here, it's a linear function. That means the derivative is linear and yet is a constant. So 4 is just a constant outside, and then this could be the natural log of what? Of x minus what? X minus 1. If you're not sure, you can always check your answer by differentiating it again. Now I'll make one video for integrals, or the integrals in P3. All right. Now what you're left to do is to substitute in your values. So substitute in your values and then see what we have. We'll put in 3. We'll put in 9 first. So when you substitute 9, so you have 2 into 9 squared minus 3 into 9 plus 4 into the natural log of 8. All of this subtract. When it's put in 3, so 2 into 3 squared minus 3 into 3 plus 4 natural log of 3 minus, which is natural log of 2. Then what you have here, when you simplify it, you can press your calculator. When you simplify this, you end up with 135 plus 4 natural log of 8 minus what you have here will be 9 plus 4 natural log of 2. So you have 135 subtract 9, which is 126 plus 4 into the natural log, because when you're subtracting natural logs, you divide. So the answer is going to be 8 divided by the 8 over here divided by the 2, but the 4 is common, so it is outside, so this is 4. But they said simplest form, so we can simplify this further to write 4 as 2 squared. So this is 126 plus 4 into natural log of this is 2 squared, and then the 2 comes out. Then you have your final answer as 126 plus 8 natural log of what? Of 2. That would be your final answer. We are simplifying. This is the answer is correct. Okay, there's no problem with this, but they said simplest form. That's why we are trying to write it in the simplest form. So that's why I'm moving the 2 outside here to make it as 8. Thank you.